Hi, everybody. How are we? How has your week been? How has your day been? Happy Sunday to all of you. I don't know what you did today. Maybe you went to church like me, or you decided to have a chill day at the beach, or you just stayed home and got some rest. Whatever it was that you did, I hope you had an awesome Sunday and you had an awesome week. I am excited to be back with you guys, and I'm excited about this video. We're gonna be having a series maybe for the next 3 videos, and this series is all about to love and be loved. We're going to be talking about various issues that has to do with love and how do we maneuver ourselves through the different aspects of love that we will face and experience through life. And I thought it was important to talk about this topic because not only do I have experience in it, but I have friends and I have family who have experienced various issues with love, and I realize that the matter of the heart can be a tricky thing for us to deal with. And so I thought that it was really important that we dive into this and that I empower us. And at the end of this series, my hope is that we can become better persons, that we can love ourselves, so that we can be better partners in our various relationships. So I'm excited to get into this video and into this series, and I want you guys to enjoy it as well. Before anything else, you know what I'm gonna say, right? You need to subscribe. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Make sure that all of your friends and your contacts get this video, and also the other videos that I've posted thus far. Get on board. Let's get with the empowerment family, and let's just have a real good time over here. Thank you so much to the persons who have subscribed and shared and commented and liked thus far. Thank you so much. I can't do this without you. So let's get into the video. Okay guys, so we're gonna be talking about self-love today. And remember, I promised you from the last video that we're going to be sharing, I'm gonna be sharing quotes with you related to whatever topic that we're looking at. And our quote for today comes from Robert Manley. And he says, to fall in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness. To fall in love with yourself is the first secret to happiness. And I don't think I could put it any other way, any better way besides this. Self-love is extremely important. I believe that before you can love anybody else, you have to love yourself. There is an essence about us individuals that we have to own, and appreciate in order for us to be useful or valuable in our other relationships, be it friendship or be it romantic relationship or professional relationship. I believe that our value is directly proportional to how we love ourselves. And I believe that what Robert Manley was saying with this quote is that in order for us to experience true happiness, we have to really learn what it is to love ourselves. And a lot of times, especially with women, because we are the more emotional beings, we fall or fail rather at this kind of love, having love for ourselves and having value for ourselves, appreciating ourselves. And I remember as even a little girl growing up that there were times, probably more moments, that I can remember not loving myself than I do remember loving myself. I remember even being at primary school once, and our teacher asked us to talk about the things about ourselves. I think our instruction was if there are things about ourselves that we would change, to name them and why. And every time I look back at that in conversations, I remember just being that little girl who wanted to change everything. Like I said, I wanted to change my nose, I wanted to change my complexion. I remember growing up older in high school, and even the size of my bust. I remember always complaining that I wanted to be a little larger. I remember saying my nose, I remember saying I wanted a different color eye. And at the time at primary school, it didn't seem like the issue was so deep for me. I just felt like these were things I wanted to change. Transitioning into high school and even as a grown woman, I recognize every time I look back at that story how sad it was that I was not appreciative of who I was. And so the first thing I want to tell us in empowering you guys to love yourselves is to appreciate who you are as you are. All of us not going to be brown. God made no mistakes. He deliberately not make all of us one complexion. Can you imagine when a multitude of us gather, male or female, with different degree of melanin, and we can see the different shades of beauty, how that looks? God made no mistake. He made all of us to be unique, and even if we have a set of people standing in one line of dark complexion, there's something unique about your complexion. There's something unique about your eye and the way it's positioned on your face. There's something unique, no matter how similar you are somebody, no shape. There's something unique about yours. There's something unique about each and every one of us as individuals. And I think that one of the most important things in loving ourselves is accepting who we are as ourselves. We live in a society now where people are running down another image of themselves, an artificial image of themselves, and that's the reason why we have people changing their color by bleaching, or some of us, we can't go a day without wearing makeup. And I specifically say this because I am somebody who I like makeup. And I like makeup because I like being creative and I like exploring stuff. Anything that I see that catches my attention, once it is morally upstanding based on my principles, I like to try it and see if I can master it. So when makeup became a thing on YouTube, I realized that I grew a fascination for it and I do it. I don't wear makeup to work. And when I wear makeup, as I reach home, I want to take it off because it can get so hot. In Jamaica, we have a tropical climate. Things can get hot. And then my home, in my house, is also hot. So when I come, I want to get it off. It does not define who I feel I am as a woman. And that for me took years of appreciating. I had to come to the revelation that without anything else, I love jewelry. But when I strip myself of all of this, how do I feel about me was important to appreciate. So even though I like wearing makeup, even though I like wearing jewelry, even though I like dressing nice, I still learn that without all of these things, I am still beautiful. I am still enough. And I remember two persons who were instrumental in that kind of growth. I remember my mom and my husband now. Me and my mother, we had a rough life growing up. But one thing that I always remembered, and maybe it was her intuition recognizing that I was going through this phase, she always used to say, "You're a beautiful girl." Even in those moments when I didn't believe it, she used to always say, "You're a beautiful girl and you're a beautiful black girl." And I like the fact that now we are recognizing and appreciating that importance for our young girls and even older women, because you have women who are older than me that still don't own the beauty that they have. And my mom used to always, I can remember it now like it was yesterday, she used to always say, "You're a beautiful girl." And even at the point when she used to say, I still didn't believe it. But I'm appreciative that she did, because it was planting a seed that eventually would have matured into a tree. right? Something that was firm and solid and is a part of who I developed to be. And I also appreciate my husband because I still had issues with self-love when I got married. And every day when he says you're beautiful, I have days when I shrug it off and set up a foolishness because you was or you're supposed to say that. Because at times we still battle with owning and appreciating that we can't see the value in somebody else looking at what we ourselves should appreciate. So it's important that we appreciate ourselves first, that we know our worth first, that we see ourselves as enough. Because it is super important that we don't enter into any rooms or into relationships or opportunities feeling like somebody did us a favor or we're not good enough to be at this place, in this moment, at this juncture, achieving what we're achieving. Whatever it is, sometimes we are our own hindrance because we tell ourselves that we are not good enough to be in the room with some of the people that we are in, or that we don't deserve the kind of gratification that people give us, or that we own a hard work give us because we have spent so many years and so many times telling ourselves that we're not worthy. You're worthy. You're enough. You're important. You are exactly who God created you to be. And I believe that that is important for us to nurture and to cultivate in our lives. And we really can't be whole if we don't have self-love. We can't actually have healthy relationships if we don't have self-love. And there's another quote that I stumbled upon that I want to share with us because we must change our thinking. This one says, in order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. This one resounds so much to me because I've been through a lot of things in my lifetime. I'm young, but sometimes when I look back and I reflect on the journey thus far of my life, I think sometimes I go through things that other people older than me don't go through. But you know what is important? It's not even that you don't have regrets. But you see, being angry or being bitter or wishing that certain things in our life didn't happen to us, it changes the course of your life completely. If you can go back and change any chapter of your story, it's not the same story. And so the quote is saying to us, in loving ourselves, in order to love ourselves, we can't hate the experiences that have molded and constructed who we are. And I understand that that is not easy because some of us have some very horrible experiences. Some of us have stories that, oh, if we could turn back the hands of time, we would do it all over and we would change the course that we have charted. But guess what? I decided, and this is me, and I hope that this is something that someone watching this video is able to emulate and to take on. I decided that no matter what I go through, I am not going to be regretful of my experiences because they have taught me some lesson. I must be able to gain wisdom from that experience. No matter how horrible it is, there's something to learn, there's new knowledge to gain. And I am deciding that the same situation can't reach me twice and I do the same thing again. Now, I'm not always successful at this because I have had experiences that I have allowed to happen more than once in my life, and I dealt with them the same way. But as I grow and as I develop into the woman that I want to be, I have decided that I will not hate, and I am not going to wish that my experiences were different. Because the mere fact that I can talk to you as a strong person that I've become is because I've learned the lessons that were in every experience that I have. and I've allowed them to shape me, shape my maturity, shape my confidence, shape the value and the appreciation that I have for myself. It has allowed me to heal from even situations that I felt were going to damage me for life. And I want you to be able to do the same. I want you to look at all of your experiences as different stepping stones for you to have reached where you are now. I want you to also recognize that the story that your life is telling is not just for you. It is for the next girl, the next boy, the next husband, the next wife, the next co-worker to be empowered by your story. Because one thing that we always tend to forget, we forget the onlooker that is watching our story unveil and is being empowered without us even knowing. And whether or not you like it, you're a walking experience for somebody else, and you're empowering people in your daily lives. So I want us to love and appreciate ourselves. I want us to value ourselves and never ever hate the experiences that you have gone through. They've come to make you stronger. They've come to make you more confident. They have come to make you wiser and better. And with time, you will become the best version of yourselves. I love you guys so much. Thank you for staying tuned to the end of this video. I don't want to make it too long, so I wrapped it up pretty much, and we're gonna continue with this series. You'll have to stay tuned to see what the next episode is about. Thank you so much again for all those who subscribed thus far and have shared and have liked. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends, your family, everybody in your contacts, and let us get this video out there and get the empowerment family building and growing to where we want it to be. Thank you so much again for watching the video, and until next time, be empowered. Bye guys. What you